Yo, what is up? Y'all know who it is. And if you don't know, I'm Black Bond. Check me out on Twitter over at the Black BRI. Check out my Discord, the City of Hate, where we talk about gaming. We actually play gaming, talk about sports, relevant topics. We like to hang out, have fun. And of course, check out my channel, which you're watching right now, Black Bond. Prior videos include teachers facing backlash over student stealing, Nintendo being anti-consumer, suing another victim for $4.5 million, a Gears of War 4 or a Gears of War Reloaded review, and I believe I did a Helldivers live stream. You can check all that out too. As far as any other video you want to check out, feel free. It's all there. Now, today's topic, outside of my fantastically done retwist, because the countdown to Japan it's soon. It's soon. Don't worry. It's soon. But today we're going to be talking about Xbox, or lack of an Xbox, because somebody please explain to me what Microsoft is doing with the Xbox. I mean, I look over Twitter, I look over YouTube, get a little Google machine, and they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything positive, at least. They're doing a lot of negative things, because Microsoft has reportedly pushed Xbox Series to deliver a 30% profit margin, leading to layoffs, canceled projects, and rising of prices and the end of an exclusive era. Now, I don't understand how Microsoft can be expecting a 30% profit margin or an increased profit margin, or to deliver this kind of profit margin, when they themselves cannot even deliver consoles to gamers' hands. Like, nobody wants to buy this machine. It's not selling. If anything, it's being taken out of stores, taken out of Costco's, taken out of other brick and mortar retailers. I mean, what is going on over here? A new report has shed light on the ongoings at Microsoft, which has allegedly pushed Xbox Studios to deliver a 30% profit margin, much higher than the industry average. So, they are in dead last, have the lowest user base compared to the competition, yet they want to push for higher and larger profit margins than even than even Sony and Nintendo. So, Dracian Shire in a Bloomberg report says that Microsoft's 30% profit margin goal has led to the gaming division's huge layoffs, canceled projects, controversial price increases, its current multi-platform push, and the cuts are pretty much running deep. Thousands of staff have been laid off over their jobs, and several rounds of layoffs. Games such as Everwild, Perfect Dark Reboot, further cancellations, Project Blackbird, massive layoffs, an initiative was shut down, Microsoft closed down Redfall, Arkham Ascent, Hi-Fi Rush developer, Tango Works, gone. They're all gone. It's like Sam Fisher. I'm the only one left. It's just me. Meanwhile, as they're slashing their development studios and slashing talent and slashing developers and everything else, and you have Microsoft also increasing the price of the Series X and Series S, increasing the price to Game Pass to $30, and Microsoft even tried to increase game prices to $80. Like that when they tried to do that and backpedal, that's when we should have known that they were up to no good. Bloomberg said the average profit margin in video games industry is between 17 and 22%. And over the past 6 years, Xbox has hit only 10 to 20%, which has put them below the average. Now they're trying to push ahead of the average at 30%. Compared to Sony PlayStation division, they've achieved 16% profit margin in the Q1 FY25. I'm sorry? So Microsoft is pushing for 30%. Sony has 16%. In what world does Microsoft believe that they can succeed twice as much as Sony? Microsoft's chief financial officer, Amy Hood, oh Lord, we got a chick from the hood in Amy Hood, enforced the new target in fall of 2023 amid Microsoft's $70 billion acquisition of Call of Duty maker Activision Blizzard. And this right here is what I've been telling you all along. You do not get to buy a home that big and not increase taxes. So once they bought Activision Blizzard for $70 billion, it was over. It was a wrap for Xbox. There's no way The Xbox on its own could sustain in returning on investment, ROI, on a $70 billion purchase. I don't even think Nintendo could do that, let alone Sony. So once they spent $70 billion on Activision Blizzard, once they bought Bethesda for more billions, once they spent more billions on Skype, and even more billions on Minecraft, yeah, multi-platform, all but guaranteed. So the games that are cheap to make or considered more likely to make a lot of money take priority over riskier projects. Xbox floundering hardware division. Meanwhile, they may face a significant rethinking. IGN has reported on recent comments from Xbox President Sarah Bond, who said the next generation console will be very premium, very high end, a curated experience. Oh, Lord. Bond has also called the idea of exclusive games antiquated. So, like I've said before, like Black Bond has told you before, Sarah Bond, no relation, is going to be the scapegoat. She is talking about how exclusives are antiquated, that they're going to be getting more premium high end hardware, but we're getting more premium high end hardware for what? We're not getting exclusives. Microsoft issued Bloomberg a statement that suggests that its Xbox profit margin target isn't the same across every project. We look at the business as a whole, balancing creativity, innovation, and sustainability across a diverse portfolio of offerings. As with any creative business, sometimes that means making hard decisions and stopping work on things that are no longer working for a variety of reasons. Well, if that's what we're doing and that's what you're doing, maybe you should stop working on Xbox. Maybe you should stop working at your job. Because all I'm seeing is employees being cut, games being canceled, and prices being increased. I don't think this is a good way to be going. And yet, Xbox has found yet another way to raise prices. And, it's getting bad here. It's getting bad in these streets because not only are you charging the consumer more, are you charging the employee more by slashing their salaries, by slashing their jobs? Xbox is now increasing the cost of their development kit from $1,500 to $2,000, a 33% price hike. If you don't know what a dev kit is, dev kits are specialized versions of consoles. They've got the debug units, they got the debug capabilities. It's basically what the developers use to make a game. The amount of dev kits a company needs, well, I don't know. I'm not a game developer, but I would imagine that varies in size depending on the number of game developers you have working for you, the number of studios you are working with, the scope and scale of the game and the title. For example, I imagine Grand Theft Auto 6 takes more development kits than, let's say, Pikmin 4. But, yep, more increasing in prices. I mean, what else is new? What else is new? I mean, I don't know what PlayStation and Nintendo are charging, but what is Sarah Bond doing? What is Phil Spencer doing? And you got Kid Smooth over here talking about, the Xbox is a more premium console than the PlayStation, and he's just up there dick riding and dick sucking like usual. Said he was going to get a PC, says he's going to abandon the Xbox. He goes through this every year, every month, every week. Oh, woe is me. Xbox is this, Xbox is that, Xbox is trash. I hate PlayStation. But like a good bitch, he always comes crawling back to his master. I'm sorry, Smooth. You are the definition of a corporate slave, and now you are one that doesn't pay his bets. So, I earn the right and have the right to toss a little bit of shade, at least until you pay up. At least until you pay up. But, it's kind of a disaster, people. I mean, really bad. Really bad. I don't know where the Xbox brand is going, but if this was next year and they decide that they're going to drop a premium, highly expensive console with no games and no exclusives, like, who's really buying it? I know I'm not. Hell, I might not even buy a PS6, but hey, we will continue to monitor Microsoft's failings and the absolute disgrace that the Xbox has unfortunately turned out into being. I'm Black Bond. I'll catch you guys next time. And next video, we got to talk about Japan. I mean, Y'all are excited, right? I'm excited. Y'all should be excited too. But you know what? We do have some haters that call me pretentious. I'm Black Bond. Y'all enjoy your weekend. Have fun at your Halloween parties. Have fun enjoying life. And as always, take it easy.